飛ばせないといぶしがやってきます。いや
でもこの何秒間か稼
ぐ
だけで
来た。
Anime and fights are like a perfectly crafted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's just no better combination. When we think about fights in anime, it's easy to get lost in the flashy super moves, the power-ups, and straight ass whoopings, especially when we're talking about who can beat who. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's one element of anime fights that's rarely discussed, but it's probably what has made many of the greatest fights in anime possible. But we never talk about it, and that's crazy to me. What is it? It's fight IQ. Today I want to define fight IQ and rank some of our favorite MCs by their fight IQ. For all the "can he beat Goku" headasses out there, even though you can write dissertations on how much stronger Goku is than everyone else, just follow what I'm saying. First, let me say power is not a measure of fight IQ. You can be strong and have trash fight IQ, and you can have high fight IQ but lack the physical ability to make it really effective. A good example of this is in Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball, Goku has to fight Mercenary Tao, or if you watch the sub, Tao Pai Pai. Look, this dude, he's like the coldest dude in the Dragon Ball universe, and his name is Tao Pai Pai. Like, he's giving no-look kills with his shoe, he's killing people with his tongue, and his name is Tao Pai Pai. If that ain't the hardest shit, I don't know what else is. You just imagine that he's about to kill someone, and he's like, "What's my name?" And they say Tao Pai Pai, then he kills them. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Anyways, it's clear Goku has the IQ necessary to beat Tao, but he isn't physically strong enough. So he climbs Korin Tower to drink spirit water and make himself stronger. But as we find out later, the water's fake. And it's the climb up Korin Tower and chasing Korin around that made Goku physically strong and fast enough to beat Tao, or use his fight IQ effectively. So while fight IQ and power are related, they aren't the same thing. So what is fight IQ? Simply put, it's the ability to make reads on your opponent, read the flow of a fight, adapt and adjust strategy based on new information, and make good decisions based on that information. This can be used to fade, set traps, confuse, beat, or otherwise systematically dismantle your opponent. There's high fight IQ, low fight IQ, and everything in between. So how do you determine which bucket a character falls into? But to do this, you have to look at the core components of fight IQ, and these are the ability to strategize, adaptability, spatial reasoning, and spatial awareness. All of these things combined will help a fighter know when and where to apply specific techniques. Can't be out here spamming key blasts hoping something will work. Now, strategy is an action or series of actions designed to achieve an overall aim. Strategy is important because it is the game plan for how a character is going to win. How does the opponent fight? What do they need to look for? What angles does the opponent like for certain shots? Does the opponent have any openings? What are dangerous spots for them to be in? What techniques are going to be most effective? If the opponent does X, Y, and Z, how will they respond? High fight IQ characters will be able to find the answers to all these questions. And you might be thinking, if they're up against a new opponent with unknown abilities, none of this matters. But I would argue this is where strategy becomes most important. They need to have some idea of how they're going to handle the unknown. How will they figure out what an opponent can do? How will they figure out what techniques will be helpful? Jumping in without thinking is going to leave them in a world of hurt. Fighters with any level of fight IQ will often answer these questions by using simple offense to find their range and test how an opponent will respond. Now, this kind of leads into adaptability. Adaptability is the quality of being able to adjust to new conditions. This is how quickly a fighter is able to respond to changes in the flow of the fight. Because fights are always in some state of flux, it's important that a character can learn new skills, behaviors, or change strategy if things don't go as planned. The inability to do this will lead to a character repeating the same strategy, hoping something will work, and that is the definition of insanity. High fight IQ characters are quick to throw away what isn't working and find what will. Next, we have spatial reasoning. So spatial reasoning is defined as a category of reasoning skills that refers to the capacity to think about objects in 3 dimensions and to draw conclusions about those objects from limited information. Someone with good spatial abilities might also be good at thinking about how an object will look when rotated. In other words, it's the ability to visualize a pattern and make a judgment to solve a problem. Good spatial reasoning will allow a fighter to identify patterns and quickly find a way to exploit them. It's not a guess, it's the ability to make a reasoned judgment based on what an opponent is doing. It's kind of like a really intense game of chess where if you lose a piece, you get knocked out. So spatial awareness is knowing where your body is in space in relation to objects or other people. This allows a fighter to have good awareness of where they are in relation to their opponent and respond to changes in their physical position to implement effective offense. High fight IQ characters will use this to gauge their opponent's range so they can avoid strikes and find the most effective respective positions and angles for their strikes to land. Using spatial reasoning and awareness together allows fighters to find the best timing and position to land meaningful offense while avoiding damage. In other words, fight IQ really helps fighters find the best times to switch between offense and defense. Now, fighters with high fight IQ will often force their opponents to play their game. Offensively, they'll try to find the right spots to apply pressure, walk down their opponent, use feints, or look for angles to exploit openings. For example, the best fighters might set a pattern, almost like a dance, make their opponent think they're about to repeat the same pattern, and use that to force an opening to place a well-timed strike or combination, again, making the opponent play their game. Now, you might think fighting defensively is good fight IQ, but this isn't always the case. You'll often see fighters turtle or continually slip out of harm's way, and while this might look cool or like they're making a smart decision against a tougher opponent, without setting up any additional offense, they're essentially just making themselves a target. High fight IQ is using your defense to set up your offense. In other words, they should always be looking for opportunities to exploit their opponent's offense. So high fight IQ in this situation might be turtling, but dropping your hips to make the opponent think they're about to go down, thus making the opponent drop their guard and leaving an opening for them to strike. If they're on the move and slipping shots, good fight IQ would be setting up a different angle to throw a counter, or again, making the opponent think they're setting up for a counter and hitting them with something else. Now, fighters with low fight IQ tend to be one-dimensional. They can have good spatial reasoning and awareness, but they'll usually focus on throwing hammers until you fall over. This can make for exciting exchanges and fights, but there really isn't much strategy behind it. And fighters like this don't really have much longevity, especially when up against an equally powerful opponent with an arsenal of techniques and the IQ to use those techniques. It's clear who will win time and time again. Side note, one of the best examples of a fighter with high fight IQ that I've ever seen is UFC middleweight champ Israel Adesanya. If you haven't heard of him, check him out. Dude is a beast and loves anime. So now that we're on the same page about fight IQ, let's rank our MCs. We have 4 categories for hands. S, rated E for everyone. A, washes and folds. B, serving 2-piece combos. C, stand and bang. And F, straight ass. Here we have our MCs, and we're just going to go through this alphabetically, starting with Asta from Black Clover. So Asta is basically just strong. He tends to focus on spamming his demon powers, so he doesn't really have a lot of thought behind what he's doing. So F. Baki, yeah, Baki's a monster. S. Balsa, bruh, like if you haven't seen the Guardian Spirit, check it out. Balsa is a beast. S. Base Goku. Now this is what I'm talking about. Dragon Ball Z after the Super Saiyan transformation became more about arbitrary increases in power level versus getting stronger as a fighter. So I'm thinking this is Base Goku pre-Namek. His hands were on point, he had solid creativity. So A, Edward from Full Metal Alchemist. Alright, this man's crazy off rip, especially against new opponents with unknown abilities. His setups and offensive capabilities are insane, and his defense it's godly. So S. Aaron, we've seen this man fight. F. Gon. Now this is another example of what I'm talking about when it comes to fight IQ. Gon has insane fight IQ. Like, he's simple, but he's creative. He can fight and he's crafty, but against stronger opponents, he just doesn't have the physical ability to really use his fight IQ. So A. Ichigo, I mean, you already know what's up. Getsuga Tensho, the quick step, and that's kind of it. He's one-dimensional. F. Ippo, the literal god of boxing. S. Jotaro, I mean, B. Kenshiro, straight hands all day. He's kind of one-dimensional but has good use of technique. A. Kid Goku, hands, creative. He studied stronger opponents and threw them off with strategies that he'd come up with on the fly. Super adaptive. S. Kid Naruto, S off creativity alone. Kuroko, F. Luffy stands and bangs. He does throw nice combinations from time to time, and sometimes he has good setups, but he can be a little one-dimensional. So B. Meliodas, F. Naofumi, prime example of perfect defense. Not just because of the shield, but this man uses his defense to set up offense perfectly. S. Naruto, shadow clones, Rasengan, Talk no Jutsu. He can throw hands and he's crafty, so A. Natsu, power, friendship, head ass. F. Serena, this one's tough. I mean, good techniques, but that's about it. So C? Saitama is straight stand and bang. Like, he's stronger than Goku, but you know all he's gonna do is throw that punch. So C. Shinra stand and bang. Like, but he tends to spam his fire a little bit, but there is some thought behind it. So I'm gonna give him a B. Simone, yeah, if you watch the movie, this man can fight. A. Spike, look up the definition of fight IQ and you'll find a picture of Spike's foot in somebody's chest. S. Super Saiyan Goku, again, like straight power and not. C. Tanjiro, his emotions can get the better of him, but he does have a pretty decent read on opponents. So B. Yusuke, OG god of street fights. S. Yuji, yeah, straight hands, good awareness, but lacks good use of technique. So B. All right, that's the list. You ain't gotta like it, but I'm sure somebody out there is gonna love it. How would you rank based on fight IQ? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, the link to the tier list is below, so you can go ahead and make your own. Mine's pretty perfect. Like I don't see how you can improve on this just masterful assessment of anime character fight IQs. But you know, go ahead and make your own and share it, and I'd love to see it. And yeah, please think about liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in another one. Peace. So